Well, you guys looked like you got off to a slow start, but have to be happy with what you saw in the third period there.
Yeah, extremely slow start. Credit to Henderson for pushing the pace and being on their game, and they forced us into playing a defensive style with their tenacity and just overall will, I thought. And let's look at the positives and say how good Matt Villalta was for us. And we had the timely scoring, and that's what it takes some nights. And so there's got to be different avenues to win. We just got to recharge the batteries here and play. That's 2 games in a row where we haven't played our best, but found a way.
Tell us about the penalty kill, 5 for 5 tonight. Definitely one of the better nights from that group.
Yeah, no doubt. We were actually talking about it before the game, and it was the highlight of our play tonight, besides the individual efforts from a few guys. So our penalty kill was real sharp. Denied a lot of entries. It was probably our best game at denying entry, clean entry, and then in zone, very, very few looks, and we were heavy on our clears. So I didn't think we were great in our puck battles in general for the first 2 periods, but the penalty kill, we were very good in our puck battles, and it was a catalyst. I mean, the penalty kill, we score off one to get our first, and then we draw a penalty on that same penalty kill to get us on the power play, which leads to the 5-on-3, which really turn the game into our favor. So it was you got to find different avenues, as I mentioned before, and tonight the PK and Matty Villalta were sort of the story.
Second period was kind of crazy. I mean, there wasn't any penalty. There wasn't penalties in the first. There was 6 in the second. There was a bunch of goals. I mean, there was all these close calls, and it ended up working out in your favor. But what was that like for you on the bench watching that?
Kind of crazy is the way to sum it up. We let Henderson behind us way too often. Couple questionable goals. One that got called off, which I definitely agree with. I thought that Matty got ran into and kind of dragged in the paint, kind of past precedent had said that was going to get called off. Then I'm talking about Henderson's would-be goal there. And then speaking of getting behind players, they get a breakaway. Matty makes a big save, and next thing you know, Madden finds Furkey for a breakaway pass, and so it was just a weird, hectic period. I thought probably pretty entertaining for the fans, and sort of when you just kind of throw your arms up afterwards and say, well, we're up 3-2 somehow. But it was that's what happens when you got really good players. I thought Marty Furk was great tonight too.
Yeah, you mentioned Marty, and he and TJ, you talked about it a bunch, that they've had chemistry from the start, and they both had big nights, and like you said, maybe bailed out everybody a little bit tonight.
Oh, they're true pros. You have a very solid idea of a solid picture of what you're going to get from those two every night. And physically gifted at the American League level. I mean, their power game or their speed game, whatever you want to call it for each of them, and they couldn't be more different with how they generate. But they're just a couple of pros that take a lot of pride in their game, and we're fortunate to have them.